No gas. Fuel surcharge, right? How much gas do you guys put in when you're doing these services if they're empty? Couple mowers in here already this season, and we haven't even started yet. Oil, yeah, oil's not terrible, but at least there's oil in it. So looks like the back there's a bolt missing here. I'm not sure what was going on here. There's a couple bolts missing. There's one missing in the back too. Or when someone pulled this out and put that back in right, or he smacked into a tree hard. I don't know. Just out of curiosity. No, it's not loose, so let's put some gas in it and see if we can get some spark on it. Let's turn the flash off. It's not typical that they're bone dry, but this thing's bone dry. Maybe he ran it out at the end of the season, which isn't terrible, but you know, you can add a fuel stabilizer, or you can pump it out and use it in your snow blower too, or whatever other gas appliances you have or tools. A little bit more fluid than the other units. That doesn't look terrible under there. Let's see if I need to pull out the heavy equipment. I'll pause it while I'm looking. I thought there was a battery indicator on that guy. There is not. Now, look at the belt. Try to pull the belt around. There's too much grass in it. Back. We'll pull it around though. Let's make sure that there's no nicks out of it. Underside of this deck doesn't look too bad, other than the stick. This guy took pretty good care of this, and you saw as soon as I added gas to it started with the first pull. Other than the wheels, I mean, the wheels are shot, but must still work for him, and he's doing whatever he needs to do with it. So we'll go sharpen the blade. Let's pull the air filter out. All gunked up on the riffles, but wasn't mine because I initial mine, but well, that doesn't happen all the time. But if you look, whoever sharpened this previously, they had a 35 degree on that side, and then they decided they wanted to switch to a 22 degree or 24 somewhere in there. But you know, I'm not going to take it back that far, unfortunately. It's not going to affect the way the grass cuts, but it holds a balance. But someone definitely cut it in at two different angles. I don't know why. maybe there's a trick that I'm not aware of that some old timer out there was using, but I always try to keep the same angles. Or if the blades are too messed up, like this one, where it's just chewed up beyond belief. Now this side I could go kind of get an edge on it, but I mean I was really taking a lot of metal away. And yeah, I pulled the spark plug. I already checked the gap on it, 30 thousandths, but the you can still kind of see the core in there still is white, so this plug looks like it's been replaced at one point or another. I smack it back in with the E-torque at 17 foot-pounds, and be back in a minute here. I'll lock that in at a little over 17.5 foot-pounds. And we'll get a little dap of dielectric grease on there. I'll put a little dap of dielectric grease on the end of the plug. And we'll fill her back up with some fresh oil. Out of the way. Stick. Right on the first dot, I check it the way I was taught to check it, which was without pushing it. Well, now I pushed it all the way down, but is without pushing it all the way down. And if you push it all the way down, it is on the second dot there. And give it a pull. Should be the first pull starter. I'll wipe the drips that I got there on there off and send it back to the owner for a happy mowing season.